Hello friends, I made the video that you'll probably see. Recently, I just made it a few minutes ago about my Hawaiian trip. If you like that content, please like it. And if you like to subscribe, please subscribe. But this is an addition to what I wanted to say. When I told you all I left my phone on the plane when I transferred to another plane and how upsetting that was at first. I just want to tell you how I'm going to remedy that situation. From now on, I'm going to have a little book and I'm going to write important numbers in there, such as my son, my daughter, my nieces. And I'm going to slip that into my wallet where I keep my cards and my money and stuff. I'm going to slip that into my wallet so that that doesn't happen again. As far as if I misplace my phone, all my numbers and contacts are in there and I don't know what to do. So talking to my senior friends and maybe even younger people, because they rely on their phone too. And I don't know if they're like me. Without that phone, you can't remember numbers. So this is my remedy. Like I said, I am going to list pertinent, important numbers on a little piece of paper or a card and just slip it into my wallet. Because if I had that card with those numbers on it, that would have gotten away with some of the stress I experienced because I couldn't remember any numbers. So I'm going to make sure, because you know life can be a little messy. Life can be a little, how would you say, not always organized. We do the best we can to keep things in order. But sometimes things are not so controllable. We forget, we leave stuff. I didn't really realize how many people leave their phones on the planes. I thought it was just me. And I really felt bad about that because how could I leave my phone on a plane? But I did, because I'm human and life can be messy. So I'm going to remedy that situation. I'm going to put maybe 5 numbers on a little piece of paper and put it in my wallet, because I always have my wallet with my driver's license and all of that. And so if that's something of interest to you, just in case this happens to you, hopefully it won't. But just in case this happens to you and you find yourself in a position where you've left your phone somewhere, you've left it, and you're standing there, and who can I call even if I ask somebody if I can use their phone? I don't know the numbers. I will never leave home again without having those numbers in my wallet, because there have been times I have left my house, even though I try not to do that. I try to remember to take my cell phone with me everywhere I go. So I'm going to remedy that situation by putting those numbers. I remember one time, this happened about 4 years ago, I went to Walmart and it was during the winter when it gets dark early. I got caught in the darkness and I got to moving around at Walmart and my alarm system went off. We went off blaring. So my contacts were contacted. My daughter, my son, and a neighbor in the neighborhood, they were all contacted. And when they got here, because I'm messing around in Walmart, you know, when they got here, I was not here. They couldn't get in. They didn't know what had happened. And I didn't have my phone. My phone was laying on my kitchen counter. So that, because you know, the alarm company will call you first. And if you don't answer, then they're going to start calling them contacts as they're listed. Well, they did that. They did their job. It was me. It was me. I didn't have my phone. By the time I got home, and it was night then, my daughter, my neighbors, and in our subdivision that lives a couple of doors down from me, we have a deputy sheriff. She was in my yard. The blinds were all pulled up. People were wondering what had happened. So now I'm driving up, like nothing had happened. Boy, was that an embarrassing situation. So I tried to, and plus my daughter got all over me, and so did everybody else. So I try to always never leave home without that phone. But you know, sometimes you forget. We're human. We're subject to error. And so sometimes you forget. So I'm going to put those numbers because you never know. You may leave your phone in the garage. It may be on the counter. And you say, I'm just going to run up the street. And then you run up the street and maybe you might have a fender bender. And you don't have any contact information. So I meant to put this in my video and I forgot. But I thought it was important for those of you who would like to remedy this situation in an emergency and you don't have your phone. Because I found that very stressful. I searched for numbers. And like I said, I had my Apple Watch on, but the phone had been left on the other plane. I had one number in that Apple Watch that I could call. That was my son. And I'm thankful for that. But I'm not going to get caught like that. I'm going to have that little slip of paper in there that if this happens again, or if I forget, or if life happens, I have contact information. Because you just never know. It's just these are the uncertainties of life. And we have to try our best to be prepared for the uncertainties in life. So I'm going to let you all go. I meant to add that in. And like I say, if you like my content, if you like me, if you like what I'm talking about, if you find some type of connection with me that you really like it, if you will, like my comments, and just stay with me on this journey. Just stay with me on this journey and subscribe. Subscribing is free. They're not going to go and grab your credit card and tell you, oh, you owe $100. No, subscriptions are free. So don't be afraid to subscribe. It's free. And all that does is every time I post other videos, it will show up on YouTube. It's sort of like a notification, you know. You know, I enjoy talking to you guys so much. You all have been very supportive of me. And you send in your comments, and you send in your subscriptions, and you send in your likes. Because I'm just your everyday person. Your everyday senior. Some people don't like the word senior. Some people will say, oh, I'm a tour person. I'm tour. It's all right. If whatever you want to call yourself. It's all fine. But I enjoy coming into your home and talking with you every day. I look forward to it. Because I live alone. And I look forward to it. It's like having old friends by. You know what I'm saying? Which a lot of us as we age don't have. So I'm going to let you go. I just wanted to share that hint with you. Because that's what I'm going to do from now on. I'm going to have that little list in my wallet. So when life gets messy, or if it does, voila, I have contact information. Love you guys.